We're doing Today in Twitter.
The Dumb Zone presents Today in Twitter.
This one's pretty straightforward, shocking as it might be. But we have a story out of the SEC Twitter universe, the burner-verse, as some call it.
Dude, is this about the girl and the boyfriend and the dad?
Of course it is.
Okay. I knew you'd be there for me.
We have
I saw lots on this. I marked some things on it. I'm like, what is this story? I feel like I need to know about it. And I just thought, you know who'll know? Jake.
Yeah, so what you're looking at here, basically the source material, the reporting is going to be just screenshots of what appears to be Snapchats. Blake, if I'm incorrect. I know you're a Snapchat vet. But it's just people posting like a picture, not even a screenshot, by the way, because then people know you took it.
Mm-hmm.
It's people taking photos of a phone where these messages are displayed. And it tells the story, exactly. It tells the story of a young woman named Mary Kate. She goes to school at Ole Miss. And she is or was and is back with, we'll get to that, her boyfriend, Evan. She went home from school a little bit early one semester. I believe this happened in December. She was done with finals. She went home a little bit early before Evan. And as a good girlfriend would do, she went to Evan's little sister's basketball game. Now, present at Evan's little sister's basketball game was her boyfriend, Evan's dad. And hey, that's fine. Whatever. You're here to support. You've probably known this little girl for a long time. It's cool. You know how cool that my daughter thinks it is if my brother is around? Like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So the dad's there, the girl's there, and they watch the daughter play basketball, and then they go to dinner together. And they go to dinner together after just the two of them, no little girl present, and they got drunk, very drunk. Or at least she did.
The dad and the
girlfriend.
The son's girlfriend.
Yeah. And
I've seen this movie before.
So the initial reports were that that's basically when it started. Like they went back to their house, to his house, and she kind of thought the wife would be there, but the wife wasn't there. And then the guy's trying to hook up with her, and some would say did hook up with her many times, and he told her, like, this is not a big deal.
I saw a thing that said she accidentally slept with her boyfriend's dad.
So the first report were just that she was really drunk and didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
But there are also
that's the way we want them.
Competing screenshot. Good Lord, competing screenshots.
I grew up in a different time.
What you did, where people say that what happened is that everything happened like they said up to the point where they got really drunk. She got really drunk. They went back to the house, and he tried to force himself on her.
Mm.
And she was able to escape.
You don't want to do that.
With her phone and call an Uber. Now, I think that's possible, but it's also the sort of thing that if I were her and I had a lapse in judgment and boned my boyfriend's dad a couple times, that's the sort of thing I would want out there. Like, hey, actually, we got drunk together, and then we went back to his house, and I thought his wife was going to take me home. His wife wasn't there. He threw me on the bed, started ripping my clothes off, and I escaped. I'm not saying that
she's
didn't
now
happen.
saying that?
Same sort of deal. There are also screen pictures out there of someone taking a picture of a message on a phone where they're like, here's how it actually happened. And part of that narrative is that because of her father's attempted assault of the girl, they broke up, the boyfriend and the girlfriend, but now they're back together. But some are saying they're back together.
I thought you said they boned a couple of times.
That's the other story. The other story is actually that's the first time it happened, and then they kept a relationship going for a couple months. Okay. And now it's just now ending, and part of the reason this is coming out is because the wife is really, really pissed about it. Like, she knows that he's cheated on her before. It's a known thing that this guy gets out there. But as you often point out with Gene, this is a little bit too far. And then the wife is like,
So
not my son's girlfriend.
So those are a couple.
Throw the pictures up too while we're talking.
Couple different possibilities of how this went. Oh, he's doing great.
Yeah, she's not my type at all. She looks like a child. She's extremely thin. But there's a type of dude who's really into that, like rail thin, bleachy blonde. You know, and
there
then
is a type of dude, like 95% of human.
Oh, okay, because I could not be more disgusted by that. That's very gross to me. But I do rock with Dad's Tommy Bahama look over here. He he looks like he's killing it.
But so no matter how it started, is it true that the girl and the guy are back together?
That's what they say.
Okay.
They say that they are back together.
So whether it was he was forcing himself on her or they kind of partied and did it 2 or 3 times.
Now, the common response to this is, boy, what's his name again? Is it Evan?
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's how the internet works now, Dan. Not only did we pretty quickly find, obviously, the girl's photo, but the dad's photo. We found the mom's LinkedIn page, which was good for corroboration because she's a flight attendant. And in the original story, it said, like, hey, he brought the girlfriend home, but the mom wasn't there because she's a flight attendant. So that person knew that and had weaved it into the story. So a lot of people are like, but what this kid needs to do, he's got to find a way to have sex with his girlfriend's mom. Like, he's got to do it.
Perfect.
That's where I came into the story.
I would say that is perfect if you're a basic, but available to you is also the very Joker style play of just fucking your own mom.
Yeah, I don't know how that fits in at all.
Well, which one do you think would wreck the dad more? Finding out
if the boyfriend
has sex with his own mother.
Okay.
His dad's wife. If he's got 2 options.
Rather than
his girlfriend's mom. What does that affect his dad? That's just getting back at her.
No, his dad, that'll fire him up even more.
He's like, is she available?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see?
If he had to deal with the psychological wreckage of his son having sex with his wife.
Yeah, he just needs somebody of that age. Now, the son, that seems like that could psychologically possibly damage the son a little bit. I don't know. Never had sex with my mom.
Well, I don't feel like
unfortunately.
I don't feel like right now he's in the green. So I feel like anywhere is up. But no, it's an extremely wild story. And now you get
maybe he also doesn't care. Like his wife's a flight attendant. So what? She's probably boning out there too. Whatever. Like, what if he's adopted my attitude to how his wife
That's very
conducts her
possible.
life?
And I think a lot of people are like that, actually. Of like,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Just don't say it.
Yeah, but when it becomes the daughter and
don't bring it back into the house.
I went to
Get tested.
Sure. I went to don't make me pay for any kids. I went to college when we did have MySpace, but it wasn't really that functional. And we had the very beginning of Facebook.
Did you do MySpace? Oh, you never got on that?
No. I could never commit to a song like that.
That was big in my game. Well, because we had a band. MySpace was phenomenal for artists. You know, because like Blake's alluding to, some people would be like, here's my favorite song on my page. We would just put our songs on there.
Boy, MySpace was the next big thing, though, at one time.
It was huge. They sold it for billions of dollars. But the game changed with Facebook because then you could see everyone in all your classes. You could just click on like poli-sci 2302 and every profile of everyone in your class would come up. You'd see what they did over the weekend. This is when the game changed. But now, with as wide open as social media is, imagine this girl walking into a class this morning. Or him. You don't think from frat bro to the most cool, gentle dude in that room. So the boyfriend,
the kid.
Yeah,
not the guy, because the adult guy is going to be getting...
Well, the adult guy, yeah. There might be...
Fist bumps at
There's
work.
going to be some moms in the neighborhood that are like, that's
Would you guys fist
really
bump
gross.
me if this was my story at home? You saw me go viral?
I probably would.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I probably
luckiest
would.
dad in the world?
Yeah.
They found his Venmo. People have been sending him Venmos.
He was getting lots of Venmo, and that's the other thing, too.
The dad?
No, the son. Like, you could use it, bud.
Oh, okay.
And they've been commenting on his football recruiting page, like, great pass, bro.
Dude, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Somebody found his huddle highlights. like the website that houses everyone's high school highlights and tape. And people are like, dude, Evan, you got a lot going for you, bud. Keep your head up.
Oh, that's good stuff.
It really is. That's TIT for today.
And that was Today in Twitter.